Hi, my name is Domenica. Welcome to your 45-minute vinyasa flow. We'll not be using any props, so just your mat and your water maybe if you need some, and we'll just get started in a comfortable seat. You can always take breaks at any point in child's pose or sitting in a seat like this. So you can be cross-legged or you can sit on your knees as well, whatever is most comfortable starting out here. And when you're ready, just blink your eyes closed and start to check in with your spine, really rooting down through your sits bones, allowing your spinal column to stack with your head perched right on top. You can start to follow your breath as it rises and falls. You can visualize your breath traveling up your spine, fill up your lungs completely, and pause at the top when you're full of fresh air. And slowly exhale out through your mouth, releasing all of that air, and then pause on empty once again, just using your full range of motion or full capacity for breath. Another long, slow inhale. Open mouth exhale. Taking this time to integrate into your space, integrating your breath, your body, and your mind. And the intention for class today is just finding a couple moments, or actually 45 minutes of peace, balance, equanimity, whatever it is you're looking for, so that you can take that with you off your mat into the rest of your day. I'm going to slowly start to take some little neck circles, dropping your left shoulder to your left ear to your left shoulder, and then coming up through center, right ear to right shoulder. You can circle to the back, maybe circle forward, bringing your chin to your chest, little half circles. And then come back up through a tall seat when you have a little bit more range of motion there. Bring your left palm down at your side and start to reach your right arm up and over. Stay rooted on both sits bones and stay focused, or stay facing forward. So your right shoulder is peeling back. You can bend into your left elbow a little bit. Long side stretch, and then press up through center. Bring your right palm down, stretch your left arm over, bend into your right elbow a little bit as you lengthen from your waistband up through your fingertips. You can blink your eyes closed again. And then rise back up through center, turn to twist, so your right palm hooks your left knee, and then use your back arm like a second spine, sitting up nice and tall. And then just let the twist happen naturally on your exhales. So inhales to lengthen your spine, exhales you're naturally twisting a little bit deeper. And then unwind through center, turn all the way over to twist to the right side. So now your left palm hooks your right knee. You're sitting up super tall and then twisting kind of passively on your exhales. We're starting to warm up the spine nice and slow. Stick with your breath. And then unwind back through center. Now we'll come around to a tabletop pose. So come out of your seat and into your tabletop. Palms are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Inhale for cow pose, dip your belly down, broaden your collarbones, gaze up. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, hug your chin to your chest. Inhale for cow, dip down, open your chest. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. And then continue at your own pace. Notice how your breath really helps to move into these movements a little bit more. So you're expanding on your inhales, taking in more air, and then compressing on your exhales. Pull your belly button up towards your spine. And then return through center, nice flat tabletop. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling, start to circle through your shoulder. You can move in one direction or both directions, circling it out. And then inhale, reach up, exhale, thread the needle, guide your arm all the way through, relax down to your face. Then you can stretch your other arm long in front of you and continue with your breath, even though you're kind of tied here. I'm just breathing. Take a moment of stillness in your thread the needle to open your shoulder girdle, making more space to breathe. Then bring your left palm back to the earth, slowly unravel your right arm out and up to the sky, counter stretch, exhale, tabletop. And then inhale your left arm up this time, start to circle through your arm. Again, you can move in one or both directions. Just noticing how this shoulder feels as opposed to the first one without judgment, just noticing, acknowledging. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread the needle all the way through until your face touches the ground. So settle into the same variation with your arms as the first side. So you're finding a little bit of balance as much as possible while noticing those natural, subtle differences side to side. Totally normal. And bring your right palm back under your shoulder. Slowly unravel your left arm out and up to the sky for a counter twist in your spine. Exhale, tabletop. And then tuck your toes behind you. Hover your knees a couple inches above the ground, hovering tabletop. Feel your quads and your core engage. And then step your right toes back and then your left toes back into a high plank. Step your right toes in and then left toes in, back into your hovering tabletop, and then guide with your left foot. So left toes and then right toes back into plank, left toes in, right toes in, hovering tabletop. Right toes back, left toes back. We'll move one time through, so at your own pace, left foot, then right foot, left toes, right toes. And then just step back to high plank pose, take a big inhale. Exhale, down dog, glide your hips up high. First down dog of class, so maybe pedal out your knees a little bit. Start to stretch into your calves and your hamstrings here. And then walk your feet in a whole footprint. Reach your right palm through for your left ankle. And then gaze out under your armpit like it's a little window, little twist for your spine. Bring your right palm back down, reach your left arm through, gaze out. Left palm back to the ground, walk your feet back so you're in your normal down dog, an inverted V shape here. Super strong. Press into your palms. Bring that strength up through your upper body. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk to the top. Make sure your feet are at least hips width distance. And then grab for opposite elbows. Bend your knees a lot here in this first one. And then you can rock side to side. And shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Really good for your balance to move your ears around right here in the beginning. And then slowly unravel your spine all the way up to a standing pose. When you arrive, take a big shoulder shrug, shoulders up to your ears and then way back and down. And then one more time. And bring your palms together at your heart and blink your eyes closed, Samastitihi. So settle in on that intention once again. Now that we've moved a little bit, united the breath with our movements already, come back to that intention, find it with a lot of clarity. So settling on balance, equanimity, whatever word it is that you want to focus your practice on today. And take a huge inhale in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. Let something from your week so far go, fall away. One more inhale in through your nose. And a clearing exhale out through your mouth. And then come back to your Ujjayi breath, breathing in and back out through your nose. Create a little bit of heat from within. And then flutter your eyes open, release your arms down. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up and around. So super strong, even though you're just standing still, you're super engaged in your legs, your core, your arms. Spiral your pinkies slightly in, and then reach for your left wrist with your right fingers, guide it up and over for a half moon shape. So you can bump your hips to the side a little bit, nice and long in your side body. So peel your left shoulder back, just like in the seated side stretch from the beginning. And then rise back through center, reach for your right wrist, guide it up and over to the left side, maybe bump your hips over to the right, but keep equal amounts of weight in your feet. Inhale, rise through center, mountain pose. Exhale, bring your arms down and interlace your fingers behind you. Press your palms away, open your heart center. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold with a bind, bend your knees on the descent. You can unbind at any point if it gets uncomfortable. Inhale, exhale, release your palms now. Inhale, high plank or high halfway lift. Press your palms into your thighs. Really lengthen your spine. Gaze down like you're peering over a cliff. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet way back. Lower your hips so they're in line with your shoulders and your heels, and then press your heels back like you could step onto the wall behind you. Take a big inhale. Exhale, down dog. Lift your hips up high. Just nice, easy transition, using your core the entire time. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold. Dive a little deeper. Inhale, mountain pose. Press your feet down to rise all the way up, Tadasana. Reach for your left wrist, reach it up and over. Half moon. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, grab your right wrist, guide it up and over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep your arms down and then interlace your fingers. Press your palms away. Breathe in as much as you can. Exhale, fold with the bind. Bend your knees a little bit. Send your palms up and over. Inhale, exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine, reset. Exhale, high plank. Here you can add in a chaturanga, lowering halfway down, pin your elbows in at your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra from the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog, retuck your toes, lift your hips up high. So chaturangas are completely optional. You choose the level of challenge that you want to go to today. One more time through. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Oops. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Again, press down into the ground to rise even taller. Exhale, half moon over to the right side. Reach your left palm over. Inhale, rise. Exhale, over to the left side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep your palms back, interlace your fingers. Inhale, drink in fresh air. Exhale, bend your knees, palms come up and over. Inhale. Exhale, fold, release your palms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to mid plank or your own variation. Maybe you're just taking high plank to down dog. I love that one. It's still building a lot of strength. Pause in your down dog whenever you get there, however you want to get there today. We'll take 2 rounds of breath. So breath is really the foundation of our yoga practice, keeping up with that steady breath rhythm. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Once again, exhale, fold. A little different now. Inhale, chair pose. Sink low in your legs. Reach up. Your legs can be together or they can be about hips width distance. And then sink your weight back into your heels. Reach up or straight out if you have a little tighter shoulders, stronger shoulders. Inhale, exhale, sweep your arms back, lift your pinkies up a little higher, magnetize your palms together. Inhale, your left knee up in line with your left hip. So one-legged Tadasana here, just like your normal mountain pose, but now one leg is lifted. So you're testing your balance a little bit, using your low core to hold your leg up right in line with your hip. Inhale, exhale, standing figure four, drape your ankle over your thigh. And then start to sink into your legs, press your palms together. You don't have to go very far into your bent knee to feel a stretch in your hip. So just go to the point that feels good to you today and flex your toes so that you're keeping your leg active. Inhale, rise back up, one-legged mountain pose. Exhale, float back, crescent with airplane wings. Land really softly. Once you get there, again, magnetize your palms together. Lift your pinkies a little higher. And find that diagonal line from your back heel through the crown of your head. And then inhale, rainbow your palms up and around, warrior two. Settle into your stance here. You can lunge in and out of your right knee a little bit if you want to take some time to open that right hip. This is our first open hip posture. So closed hip is when we're pointing towards the front of the mat. Open hip is when we're pointing towards the side. Settle into your legs now, about a 90-degree bend in your front knee, and then bring your arms behind you. Again, find that bind, that clasp of your palms, and this helps to reinforce your shoulders stacking right over your hips. And then you can release your bind, reach your arms a little bit longer now. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle, tap your elbow to your thigh, reach your top arm up or up and overhead. And then try to keep your shoulders stacked and your hips stacked. Your left shoulder is peeling back and open. Inhale, reverse warrior. Maintain the lunge in your front knee. Reach way back with your right palm. Start to feel that burn in your front lunge. And now come out of it, reverse triangle. So easy transition, just straighten out your leg, continue to reach up and back, and then you can bump your hips slightly forward. Inhale, exhale, triangle pose. Just tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12 o'clock. You can float your right palm, or you can rest it lightly to your shin. And then reach up with your top arm. Imagine you could lean back against a wall and you'd be flat against it. Inhale, exhale, just bring your palms down to frame your right foot and turn your hips to square back off towards the ground. So a little bit of a weird transition. Inhale, exhale, step your right foot back, three-legged dog. Stack your hips here. You can circle through your right ankle, knee, or hip. Whatever feels good, just find that scorpion tail variation. We're starting to really open the right side up. And re-extend your leg, exhale, down dog. Inhale, gaze forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. I'll face this way. Inhale, chair pose, sink low in your legs, reach up. Again, find that engagement as you sink your weight back like you could actually sit into a little chair. Exhale, chair plane, swim your arms back, lift your pinkies up nice and high. Inhale, your right knee this time up in line with your right hip. So you're looking for 90-degree angles in your ankle, knee, and hip. Find complete stillness. Focus your eyes on one point that's not moving. Inhale, exhale, standing figure four. Drape your ankle over your thigh and then press your palms together to keep your chest nice and open. You can keep your eyes on that one point of focus. You can start to feel your hip opening here. Little balance challenges woven into the flow today. So stick with it, slowly rise back up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, float it back, crescent with airplane wings. Land super light, tap down. Gonna adjust. Lift your pinkies up a little higher once again, and then really reinforce that diagonal line. So we move through slowly the first time so you can refine the postures and find the best alignment. Inhale, reach up and around, warrior two. Settle into your stance. Then you can start to lunge in and out of your left knee. So your back foot is now parallel with the back edge of the mat. Opening up on the left side. And then reach your arms behind you. Find that bind once again. A theme of class is chest opening, so you have more space to breathe. You can release your palms when you're ready. Reach out through all 10 fingers and gaze out over your front middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Tap your elbow to your thigh. Reach up or up and overhead. Match whatever you did on the first side. And then keep your hips nice and low. So keep yourself accountable here. Peel your top shoulder back. So you're expanding rather than closing off or collapsing. Inhale, reverse warrior, stay low in your front knee, reach way back. So now finding that side stretch again, another theme of class. And then slowly straighten out your left leg, give it a break. Reverse triangle pose. So you're creating a triangle between your legs. Hug your heels together. Inhale, exhale, triangle pose. Keep your legs, just tick-tock your arms. Make sure there's a little bend in your front knee. And then again, you can float your arm, your front palm, or you can gently rest it. Either way, really feel your obliques engaged to support you. You can gaze up at your top thumb for this one, or straight out, whatever's most comfortable in your neck. Inhale, and then exhale, gently close off your hips, so it's kind of a funky transition. To point towards the ground again. And then send your left leg up high, stack your hips, scorpion tail, down dog variation. You can find some circles, hip, knee, ankle, whatever joints feel like they need a little opening. Oh my gosh. Okay. And now we'll flow through breath to movement, but keeping it nice and slow, mindful. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink into your legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee first. Exhale, drape your ankle over your thigh, standing figure four. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, float back, crescent with airplane arms. Inhale, up and around, warrior two. This time just settle right in. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, stay committed to your front lunge. And then slowly straighten out your leg here, reverse triangle. Exhale, standard triangle, tick-tock your arms, gaze wherever's comfortable. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, square off towards the ground. Step your right foot straight back to down dog here. Pause for a full round of breath. Reset. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift now. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink low into your legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, chair plane. Inhale, your right knee up in line with your right hip. Exhale, standing figure four. Slowly sink into your legs, maybe starting to feel a little more open. Inhale, rise. Exhale, float back, crescent with airplane wings. Lift your pinkies up. Inhale, up and around. Oops, warrior two. Settle into your stance. Take another big inhale with your shoulders right over your hips, and then exhale, slowly tilt forward. Rest your elbow, reach up or up and overhead. Inhale, reverse warrior. And slowly straighten out your front leg, reverse triangle. Exhale, tick-tock your arms, 6 and 12 o'clock. Reach up, big inhale. Exhale, square your hips back to the ground. Step your left foot back. Down dog. Pause for 2 full rounds of breath. So once again, reconnecting with that breath. And then lower down to your knees. Actually, step back into your high plank pose. Take a big inhale here, and then slowly lower all the way down to the ground. here. Really nice. Then come back to stillness, press yourself back to a child's pose. So your knees can be wide or narrow. Feel really supported with your forehead on the ground. Come back to your steady breath rhythm if you lost it at all, and come back to that word of intention that you set at the beginning of class. And then when you're ready, press back to a down dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips high. Notice any shifts from the first down dog of your class. Maybe feeling a little more open already. And then gaze forward, slowly walk to the top. Slowly rise to a standing pose. So we'll meet in the middle of the mat in a standing pose. You can move towards a wall if you want, moving into a little bit of standing balancing poses. So we'll start off in eagle. So just sink into your chair to begin. And then wrap your right arm under your left. You can hook your elbows and then bind your palms, or you can just take a big bear hug and then wrap your right leg over your left. You can tap your toes like a kickstand, or you can wrap your toes all the way around. Then try to align your elbows and your knees with your navel and your big toe. Sink into your legs. Squeeze all of your limbs together. Eagle Garudasana pose. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind. Take a shoulder shrug. And then right into the second side, sink into your chair legs and then wrap your left arm under your right. Again, find the arm variation. Maybe it's a bear hug. That works really well too. Or you can take this double bind, elbows and palms, and then wrap your left leg over your right. Maybe tap your toes to the ground. Maybe hook them behind your ankle. Sink low into your legs and squeeze your limbs together. And then adding on some layers this time, lift your elbows a little higher, press your palms forward to continue that opening in your upper back now. So you've been focusing on the chest opening, now we're moving to the upper back. Keep breathing. Really nice focus. Even if you fall out, try to come back. And one more big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Take another shoulder shrug or two, and then we'll move into tree pose. So nice and simple, bring your weight into your left leg, bring your right foot to kickstand and your palms together, and then you can slowly walk your foot up your leg, find somewhere comfortable to place it, and then press your foot into your leg and your leg back into your foot, and then your palms together. So you're creating a super strong foundation here, and then you can grow branches up and out. If you want, you can keep your palms at your heart as well. Just find whatever feels natural. And when your standing leg and your core is super strong, but you're trying to soften everywhere else. So notice if your shoulders are kind of crunching into your ears, roll them back and down. Notice what your face is doing. Maybe relax it, maybe smile, and then let your breath flow really freely. One more big inhale, fill up. Exhale, slowly release. Shake out your legs, especially that standing foot. You can circle it. and then shift your weight into your right leg. Bring your left foot to kickstand. You can find somewhere similar, hopefully, on this pose, so you have some equilibrium in your body when you leave. Widen your knee out to perpendicular, and then bring your palms together at your heart once again. So we start the same exact way. Find the same sense of balance right here. Then you can grow branches up and out. Maybe it's the same arm variation, or it can be different. You can even bind behind your back. Maybe take reverse prayer palms. So your palms are coming into a little prayer behind you. And then even if you sway or fall out, just come right back, working on that resilience. Maybe you want to test your balance even more if you're feeling good here. Shift your gaze up towards the ceiling or blink your eyes closed. Ooh. Using that proprioception, so without your visual gaze, allowing your body to sense its place spatially. Nice. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Again, shake out your legs. You can take some little ankle circles, giving your feet some love for supporting your whole body weight. And then point forward once again, face forward. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up and around. Exhale, mini back bend, Anuvatasana. So now you're cactusing your arms, opening your heart space, your spine's nice and open now. Still squeeze your core. Inhale, rise, mountain. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine once again. Exhale, round, tuck, and curl. Come up to the ball mounds of your feet, and then hips to your heels and your forehead. You're curling into a little ball to your feet and back line of your body. So working into that fascia, that layer surrounding your muscles. And then gently tap your knees down to the ground so you're still up on your toes. Make sure all 10 toes are tucked under. And we'll just sit for a couple rounds of breath, stretching really deeply into your feet. Sit up tall once again. Even if it gets uncomfortable, challenge yourself to stay and breathe through it. Feel those sensations without running away. Really nice. You can come back to that later if you want to get back into that. But untuck your toes, come back to a tabletop pose, and you can pitter-patter your feet out. And then come down to a seat. So come around to your sits bones, swing your legs out in front of you. We'll start with a simple seated forward fold. So flex your toes towards your face, reach your arms up, helping to elongate your spine. And then exhale, hinge at your hips, fold over your legs. Reach for whatever's accessible, maybe your feet, maybe it's alongside your feet. And then you can bend your knees if you have any low back issues at all. And relax your head. We're carrying around our heads all day, so it's really nice to just let it go here in class. And then slowly rise up to a tall seat. Keep your right leg long. Bring your left foot into your upper inner thigh. Seated, separate legs stretching. So again, reach up super tall. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at your hip, fold over your leg. Reach for whatever is accessible. You just want to make sure your torso is aligning with your leg here. And slowly melting your way forward. Your forehead is coming towards your knee. Just in that general direction. No worries if it's not even close today. rise up through center, extend your left leg now, bring your right foot in, and then again, reach up super tall, inhale, exhale, hinge at your hip, fold over that leg, and then reach for whatever's accessible over here. So my legs are feeling very uneven today, and that's totally fine. Just find the layer that works on this leg. And treating it as if it was its very own pose, very first side. And then slowly come back up to a tall seat, extend your legs in front of you, and then bend your knees, flip your palms to face the ceiling, and slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Make sure there's room for your whole body on the mat. And then walk your feet in close. Bring your feet out wide and knock your knees together. So broken bridge pose, feel your low back iron down. And then interlace your fingers behind your head. Just a little bit of crunches here to help with the rest of your yoga postures. So inhale to prepare, exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower down, exhale, crunch. Continue at your own pace. Make sure your low back is glued to the ground the entire time. These really target your lower core, really helps with your balance, just like in those one-legged Tadasanas. Open mouth exhales here help to release some heat and also engage your abdominals a little bit deeper as well. Just for 4, keep it up, keep your elbows wide. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Relax down, bring your knees in here. You can rock side to side a little bit. Release your low back. Make your way into happy baby, so you can reach for the soles of your feet, maybe your big toes, maybe the backs of your kneecaps, and then rock side to side, or you can stay in stillness. So sometimes it just feels good to stay here, feeling your spine ground down, pulling your knees down. Just do whatever feels intuitive. So there's so much wisdom in the yoga practice, but there's even more wisdom within your own body, just listening in, taking the time to be quiet and still and with yourself. Breathing still. Bring your knees in. And then place your feet back to the ground. Drape your right ankle over your left knee. So just like we did standing, now you have the ground to support you. You can stay here in this layer, or you can interlace your fingers behind your left leg, gently pull it in. Maybe press your right knee away with your right elbow. You can rock side to side. I always like to do that, to massage the low back and the hips and the space where they connect, so it can start to carry a lot of tension in this area. Again, breath is key. If you're holding your breath, you're only going to create more tension, so really just let it flow nice and easy. And switch your legs, bring your right foot down, drape your left ankle over, and then again, maybe stay in this layer, maybe interlace your fingers behind your right leg and pull it in gently, and maybe press your left knee away if you need more. Stretch in your hip. Another nice tool with the breath is to imagine your breath traveling to the area of tension and tightness, really oxygenating that area and letting it go. And then bring both knees into your chest. Let them fall over to the left side and scoot your hips to the right. Then tee out your arms, or you can take cactus arms, whatever feels more stabilizing. And you just settle into your twist. All you have to do here is breathe. So these final twists are very passive. You can bring your closed-eyed gaze over your right palm, or it can be straight up towards the sky, whatever is better in your neck. Really nice. And then travel your knees back through center. Let them fall over to the right side as you scoot your hips over to the left, just so your hips and spine stay somewhat in the middle and your knees can create that nice gentle twist. Surrendering here. And then whenever you feel balanced, bring your knees back through center. Wrap your arms around your legs in a big hug. Guide your forehead towards your knees. Take a huge inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Sail your arms and legs out long. Take up all the space you need. Settling into a comfortable resting pose, well-deserved rest after your yoga flow. And just let any tension in your eyebrows, in your jaw, in your entire body, shoulders, neck, release. Just resting completely like you're floating in water, just letting the stress dissipate. And start to deepen your breath once again, following your inhales and your exhales up and down your spine, just like in the beginning. And from this state of peaceful awareness, try to stay in this kind of mindset through the next few hours at least of your day, maybe through the whole rest of your day, just observing your thoughts and observing your breath. If you're ready to leave your Shavasana, start to bring little movements into your fingers and toes and maybe into your neck as well. And then you can take a long body stretch like you're waking up for the very first time this morning. Reach up through your fingers and out through your toes. Then you can roll onto your favorite side for a fetal position, symbolic of rebirth after this corpse pose. Fresh start to your day and your week. And then slowly press your way up to a comfortable seat to join me. Bring your palms together at your heart. So coming back to a seat, full circle, just like in the beginning. Blink your eyes closed. Stack each vertebrae on top of the other with your head perched perfectly on top. And we take a moment of gratitude to close for this ancient teachings of yoga passed down and for having the time and space to practice, even if it is virtually. Lift your thumbs up between your eyebrows, your seat of intuition. May you always move from this place of peace, light, and gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for taking class today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, subscribe to our channel, and we have lots more good yoga classes and all sorts of classes coming your way.